Hi, everybody. So we have our worksheet today, our SH worksheet. Have your SH worksheet. Hold it up to the camera so I can see it. Yours probably has colors on it. Mine doesn't have colors today. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to take a look at our SH worksheet. First, we're going to trace the SH sound. Raise your hand if you can tell me what sound the SH makes. Alicia, you're telling me, can you tell me what sound it makes? Shh. What else does shh mean? If the teacher says shh, what does that mean, Lucas?
Quiet.
Yeah, quiet, right? But when we use it, they can also have the sound shh. So I would like you to take your coloring pencils or crayons or your pencil, and we're going to trace the shh. Can you trace it with me? You can also trace it with your fingers, just like a sandpaper letter. Yes, Alicia?
Kind of like shush.
Yeah,
It also has a sh in it.
Yes, shush has two in it. It has sh at the beginning and at the end. So you can trace this with crayons or your fingers or your pencil, whatever you have with you. Go ahead and trace the sh sound. So the really fun sound to say, if you say it over and over, it sounds like the ocean. We have lots of objects here that start with shh, but Alicia told us some other ones. So I'm going to write down the ones that she said. Shush. We'll add some more to this list. Who's writing on my board? Let's see. Elise, can you tell me what this is?
Shoe.
A shoe. Does shoe start with the sh sound? Yeah. Can we color the shoe together? See if you can color your shoe. We're going to practice writing them or making them with the movable alphabet next. Once you finish coloring your shoe, give me a thumbs up. If you don't finish coloring, that's okay. You can finish coloring after we do the worksheet. Yes, Alicia?
I'm done.
You're done? Perfect. All right, we're gonna look at the next object. Lucas, can you tell me what this is? A fish. Finley, does fish start with the sh sound? Finley, does fish start with the sh sound?
No.
Does it end with the sh sound?
Fish. Yeah.
Yes, can you all sound it out with me? Fish. Fish. Let's color our fish together. All right, let's see. Little Grace, what is this?
Yes.
What is this one in the middle?
Shirt.
It's a shirt. Does shirt have the sh sound in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shirt. Let's color our shirt. We have 2 more left. Let's see. Elise, what is this?
Trash.
It's trash. Ew, stinky trash. Does trash have a sh sound in it? Yeah, is that at the beginning or the end?
The end.
The end. High five. Let's color our trash. Since this week is Earth Week, we've been talking about pollution, and we want to make sure all of our trash goes in a trash can, right? All right, we have one last object. Alicia, can you tell me what this last animal is?
Shrimp.
A shrimp. What color are shrimp, Alicia?
Kind of pinkish and orange.
Yeah, they're kind of pinkish and orange. Alicia, does shrimp have the sh sound at the beginning or the end?
At the first letter is sh.
Yeah, the first letters, because it's 2 letters, right? The first sound is sh at the beginning. Thank you, Alicia. Go ahead and color your shrimp. Kind of pinkish or orange. You might see a reddish shrimp. I'm going to color mine pink. All right, I'll give you a moment to finish coloring, but can you raise your hand and tell me some words that might have the sh sound in it? I just said one. Finish. Can you think of any more, Finley?
And vanish.
Vanish. Wow, that's a really big word, Finley. To vanish means you make something disappear. Vanishes, it disappears. Big Grace, can you think of something that has a sh sound in it? What do you do if you say something really loudly, Grace? Kind of like yelling. Can you shout?
No.
Yeah, you can shout. You can shout if you're being really loud. At least if you're closing the door, you're shutting the door, right? Does shut have a sh sound in it? Yeah. Shut. There are lots of words that have the sh sound in them. So I'm going to ask you, now that we've kind of finished coloring, we're going to turn over to the next side of our worksheet. It has lots of words and some lines on it. If you're not writing yet, I asked you to print out the movable alphabet if you don't have one. So let me get my alphabet. So if you are writing, you can go ahead and move on to this page right here with all of the words. If you are not writing yet, I have my movable alphabet right here. So you can take your words, your letters, and spell them using the movable alphabet. So you get to choose. You have two choices. What are your two choices, Alicia?
What?
What are your two choices? What are the two things you can do?
You can use your movable alphabet and you can use some paper.
Yeah, you can use your movable alphabet or you can use your paper. It's your choice.
You should use paper.
All right. If you're practicing writing, it's a good idea to practice writing them. You can also do both. If you have extra time after this lesson, you can do the other thing, the one you didn't do. So I'm going to write some of them and use the movable alphabet for some of them. I'm going to start by using the movable alphabet. My movable alphabet on my computer doesn't have different colors. So we're just going to use the black ones, but your movable alphabet does, so you can find your letters. The first thing on the worksheet shows you the letter sound sh. If you have a movable alphabet, can you build the letter sound sh? If you're writing on paper, can you practice writing the letter sound sh? If you're writing on paper, I'll show you. We're going to practice writing the letter sound sh. So you can trace the letters first. If you're not writing it, you can give yourself a really big challenge and you can practice writing it. Try to finish the whole line with the sh. If you don't finish now, you can practice later too. I'm going to go back to my movable alphabet. And on our papers, we have a list of words. So it already tells you how to spell them. So with your movable alphabet, let's use our sh sound to spell these. Let's see. Little Grace, what's the first picture that we talked about? What do you wear on your feet?
Shoe.
Shoes. Okay, so look at your worksheet. And the first word is shoe. So let's spell shoe. Shoe. So you can spell this with your movable alphabet if you have your movable alphabet. Elise, are you going to practice writing or practice with your movable alphabet?
What do you want to do? Move the alphabet?
Yeah, with your letters, your movable alphabet. I love practicing with my movable alphabet. It's really hard to show the movable alphabet on the camera though. Then I have to spell all of the words upside down. For those of you who are writing, you can trace the shoe and then practice writing it. If you'd like, you can draw a picture of a shoe next to the word so you remember what it says. AJ, can you help me read the next word on the screen?
Can you read it?
Fish.
Okay. For those of you who are writing, go ahead and start tracing fish and writing it on the yellow lines. For those of you using the Moveable Alphabet, see if you can find the letters that your paper tells you. I'll do mine up here with my Moveable Alphabet. I. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand. I see Elise spelled fish and Finley spelled shoe. Wow, you all are working so hard. Who remembers fish? All right, I'll give you a moment. I know those of you writing, it might take a little bit longer to write them. If you're using the Moveable Alphabet, how about you take your fingers and trace the letters on your paper? Lucas, can you help me read our next word? Lucas, you can look at the screen if you're ready to help read the next word. Or are you still working? I think you're still working. Let's see. Alicia, can you help us read the next word?
I'm gonna order from somewhere place else, I guess.
Can you help me read this?
Alicia, she's asking you how to read that.
Shift.
Shirt.
Shirt. These are a little bit challenging, right? Lots of sounds that we haven't worked on. So let's try to write shirt together. You can also start with your Moveable Alphabet. Shirt. You can trace the first one in green with your finger or with your pencil. And then you can keep writing or forming it with your Moveable Alphabet. You can also draw a picture right next to the word so you remember what the word says. I'm going to go ahead and show you with my Moveable Alphabet while my friends are continuing writing. Hi, Grace. Little Grace, can you help me? Do I start shirt with my sh sound? Do I start it with sh? Yes. So let's make our sh sound first. The whole time I'm writing it, I'm looking at the picture on my worksheet because my worksheet tells me how to spell each word. How are you doing, Grace? Are you doing okay with your work, Grace?
Yes.
Can you help me read the next word?
I am not doing any work. I'm just watching on the
Well, it's on the screen. Can you help me read it from the screen?
Oh.
Right here.
So,
Trash.
trash.
Thank you, Grace. So go ahead and trace this with your finger or your pencil, and then we'll build it with our movable alphabet. Trash. I'm going to trace it 2 times. And then I'm going to write it on my line. If you're not writing right now, that's okay. You can use your movable alphabet. Try to finish your whole line. See if you can fill the whole thing up with the word trash. I'm going to try to build it with my movable alphabet. Is this Evelyn?
Can I show you?
Hi, Evelyn. Can you tell me the sound sh? Do you think it comes at the beginning of trash or the end of trash?
Beginning or end?
Hi, Evelyn. I can barely see your face. I'll ask another friend. It looks like you've been coloring really hard. Practicing all of the sounds. Let's see. Lucas, for trash, does the sh come at the front of the word or at the back of the word? Trash. Does it come at the front or the back? I can't hear you very well, but I think you said back. You're right, it comes at the back. I start with the t sound. I see Elise built it with her movable alphabet. Trash. Trash. Now we're moving on to the next page of our worksheet. I know the video with my face is really small right now. But if you can see my face, you'll see that I went on to the next worksheet. We have just a few more words to spell. All right, and on my screen, it shows you the picture of the next worksheet. AJ, can you help me read this word?
More. I don't want to do anymore.
You don't want to help read this word?
I don't want to
Can
do.
you help me, Finley, read this? Not Finley. AJ, can you help me read this word?
This is too hard for me, so I'm not going to read anything.
AJ, it's okay. Do you want to make it with your movable alphabet or just watch the screen? Writing can be very challenging. Why don't you just watch? Do you want to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's just watch. Can you help me read the first word though? Look at the screen and we'll read it together, okay? Okay, what sound does this make? The one we've been practicing. Which one did we practice? Shrimp. Shrimp. Elise, what is a shrimp? Do we eat shrimp? Do they swim in the ocean? Yeah. All right, can you try to build shrimp with your movable alphabet or trace it with your fingers? I'm going to show you on my screen tracing it, and then we're going to build it with the movable alphabet. This can be a challenging work. It's a lot of words to write. That's why the movable alphabet sometimes is nice. Sometimes you can do part of it writing and part of it movable alphabet. That way your hand doesn't get too tired. I'm going to try it now with my movable alphabet. If your hand is really tired and you want to take a break, that's okay. You can just watch what's on the screen. Shrimp. Shrimp. All right, we have some more words left. I want to try to read them together before our lesson is over. We didn't draw pictures of these words. These are just extra words that end or start with sh. Big Grace, would you like to help me read one? Let's see, Finley, will you help me read this?
Which one? Look at.
Sh.
哦，我没听见。
Wash. Thank you for your help. Wash. What can you do? What can you wash your hands, AJ? Can you show me how to wash your hands, AJ? Yeah, show the camera how to wash your hands. The next one says flash. What kinds of things flash, Lucas? Can shiny things flash? Or cameras can flash? You can also flash your light, right? If I turn my light on and off, I'm flashing my light. Elise, can you eat off of a dish? Yeah, you can eat off of a dish, right? Like a plate, a dish. And the last one, Little Grace, can you make a wish? Wish. You can make a wish. Do all of those words have the sh sound in them? Yeah. These words are for you to practice by yourself. These words you can practice coloring or making with your movable alphabet by yourself. If you don't want to make them, you don't have to make them. They're extras to help you stay busy, okay? Okay, everybody, it's time for our lesson to be over, so I'm going to say bye. And I hope you have fun if you decide to finish your worksheet, or if you decide to put it away and save it for another day.
Miss Roman, do you know what happened to my cheek?
Bye, everybody.
Miss Roman, do you know what happened to Miss?
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.